There's a date on your credit card statement that controls your entire credit score. It's not your due date, it's not your payment date, and banks are counting on the fact that you've never even looked at it. If you're like most Americans, you believe that paying your credit card on time is enough. You pay before the due date. You never miss a payment, and yet, your score barely moves. Or worse, it drops for no reason. You're not doing anything wrong. You're just playing a game where nobody told you the real rules. Here's what's actually happening. Your credit card company reports your balance to the 3 U.S. bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, once per month, but they don't report it on your due date. They report it on your statement closing date, and that date is usually 21 to 25 days before your payment is even due. So the bureaus are seeing your balance at its highest point, before you've paid anything. That snapshot becomes your credit utilization ratio, and utilization makes up 30% of your entire FICO score. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Most people think keeping utilization under 30% is the goal. That's the advice you hear everywhere, but the data tells a different story. According to FICO's own research, the highest scoring consumers in the US keep their utilization between 1% and 3%. Not zero, we'll get to that trap in a second, between 1 and 3%. That means on a $5,000 credit limit, the bureaus should see a balance of $50 to $150 on your statement closing date. Not $1,500, not $500, 50 to 150. And here's the trap almost nobody talks about. If you pay your card to zero before the statement date, the bureaus report zero utilization. That sounds perfect, right? It's not. Zero utilization tells the scoring model you're not actively using credit. You become invisible. The algorithm can't score what it can't see. That's why people who pay everything off early sometimes see their scores stall, or even dip. You need to show some activity, just a tiny amount. So the loophole is this. Find your statement closing date, not your due date, and make a payment a few days before it so your reported balance lands between 1% and 3% of your limit. That's it. You're controlling the snapshot. You're choosing what the bureaus see, and your score responds within one billing cycle. How do you actually find your statement closing date? 3 ways. First, log into your credit card account online and look for statement closing date or billing cycle end date. Second, call the number on the back of your card and ask. Third, and this is what I recommend, check your actual FICO report through MyFICO. It shows you exactly what each bureau is seeing, including the reported balances and dates. I'll drop a link in the description. Knowing what the bureaus see is your biggest advantage. Now, if you have multiple cards, this applies to each card individually, and your total utilization across all cards. So, if you have 3 cards with a combined $15,000 limit, your total reported balance across all 3 should be $150 to $450. Pro tip, it's easier to let one card report a small balance and keep the others at zero on their statement dates. The scoring model counts both individual and aggregate utilization. One important warning. Do not pay off your card and then re-spend up to the limit multiple times in one billing cycle. That's called credit cycling, and banks will flag it. It can trigger account reviews, credit limit reductions, or even account closure. The strategy here is simple and one time per cycle. Pay down before the statement date. That's it. Don't overcomplicate it. Here's the best part. Utilization has no memory. Unlike late payments that haunt your report for 7 years, utilization resets every billing cycle. Fix it once, your score can respond within 30 days. Many people who apply this strategy see a 30 to 80 point jump in their next scoring update. Now, if you've got 1 or 2 cards and a clean history, what we just covered may be all you need. But if your report has collections, charge-offs, or errors dragging your score down, utilization alone won't fix that. For those situations, a professional review can find things you'd miss on your own. For American homebuyers, the difference between a 680 and a 740 score on a 30-year mortgage can mean over $40,000 in extra interest paid. That's real money. Gone. If your credit report has issues beyond utilization, Finance Defense has partnered with a service that offers a free credit consultation. A specialist reviews your full report, identifies what's hurting your score, and walks you through your options. No cost, no obligation. The link is in the description. You now know something most Americans never figure out. The statement closing date is the key to your credit score. And you can control it starting today. Subscribe to Finance Defense. We break down the strategies that banks, lenders, and credit bureaus don't advertise. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.